Hey guys, it's Choco here, and this is my Lovey Dovey Valentina edit. I did this last night, which was the same night that the set came out, because I'd been waiting for it, like, ever since it was first teased, and, I was fully ready to, like, immediately do it because I was so excited about it, but, my main issue with this edit was that, it wouldn't let me take the set into Earth. Like, it just wasn't loaded into Earth yet because I, like, immediately wanted to do this. Even in a private server, it wasn't working, so I took the picture in the apartments, which, as some of you guys may know, there's not the best lighting there. It's, like, a little bit darker than I'd like it, and you can kind of tell in the picture, but I think I did okay in the end, especially because I adjusted the lighting to make it a little brighter. And this one I think is just like a pretty simple, pleasant edit to look at. Nothing really special. There aren't any unique ideas or anything, but I like it quite a bit, and I really like the new set, so I thought I should give it a go, at least for the first try. I was pretty tired when I did this, so it's probably not my best work, but, for doing it as my second edit in a day, especially doing commissions and stuff, I had been drawing all day, I thought it was pretty good. There I am adding bangs in because I realized that something looked off, and, like, I looked at the picture and I was like, what is wrong? Like, her hairline looks odd, so I added bangs. I realized that I hadn't done it in the initial picture, and I kind of like how they look because it doesn't really obscure her face too much, which I like. The hardest part of this edit for me was the dress, because there's so many details, like, and especially the things that kind of clip through, like, I had to add that part of the purse that was inside the dress in the picture, and I kind of had to, like, make an educated guess on, like, what the dress looked like underneath, especially because of the quality, it was dark, so I couldn't really see everything, but I think I did an okay job. It's definitely kind of something that I wouldn't have done if I wasn't in a time crunch, but, like, I was the one that made up the time crunch, so, here I am doing the line art, which took the longest of any of the things in this edit, like, by a landslide. I didn't use very many different colors, actually, because the light pink that, like, there's two colors, there's the, like, more of, like, the hot pink magenta color, and there's the lighter pink. Whenever I used the light pink color, it kind of didn't match the dark that I used for the magenta, so I actually used the same color in a lot of the places. I just used a different color for the bows. I am adding the bows in right there on the cuffs, finishing up the dress, and going back and blending out the part of the purse that I messed up whenever I did that. And I think I did the chains last because I was kind of dreading it, but it actually wasn't that bad. I think if I was going to go back and change something about this that wasn't take it in better lighting, I would move the chains so that they aren't kind of, like, defying gravity and flying up. I get that that's how they are in the game, but, like, it would make it a little more grounded if I changed that. Here I am doing the hair, which is kind of, like, I think I've said before, the most fun or, like, the worst thing to do, and in this case, it was actually pretty fun, especially because this hairstyle is, like, not super complicated, but it's not simple either, so, I had a little bit of a challenge, and I had to adjust some things where, like, the parts that twist around, I had to make it look like they actually were twisting around and not just, like, pieces that were coming off randomly. And I'm doing the skin now, which is really fast and a quick process, and I adjusted the jawline there because, as I've said before, sometimes it looks a little blocky. when you don't want it to. Here I am adding the shading, which is the fastest part of my edits usually. Like, the light source is kind of where it always comes from, which is like up and to the right of her, but in this case it's a lot softer of the lighting than I normally do, so this part wasn't super hard. I just kind of looked where the shading was already in the picture and just made it more crisper and added cell lines. My favorite part of this set is definitely the shoes. I just love shoes in the game. The entire thing is amazing, but I love the shoes. Here I'm adding the shading in the hair and the whole body, but like the hair is something that I've only done recently, but I really like how it looks. It definitely looks really shiny, like they're in the curls at the bottom. Basically, you add an add blending layer, and you kind of like only lightly blend out the ends, which makes it look really dimensional, I think. And here's me struggling with the background, not knowing what I was going to do, which was kind of something that I should have figured out before, but I decided to have like a letter, and I decided like wings on it that were hearts, just for an extra Valentine's touch, and kind of like added a trail, like it's kind of flying alongside her. And adding blush. This is like, it's simple, and I think that if I would have like taken more time, then I would have kind of enjoyed it a little more. But the finished product I like. I struggled with those lines a lot because Procreate, like, I think I just don't know how to do it very well, but trying to get those to be even. Here I am adding vignette and like adding my watermark. And you know, thanks for all the support on this edit, which has over 1,000 likes now, and it hasn't even got retweet by Barbie. Ocean did retweet it, which was nice, but I'm definitely growing really fast on all of my accounts. Like on Instagram, I'm almost at 600 followers, and on YouTube, I almost have 100, you know. Thank you guys so much for the support, and it's definitely keeping me going. So I think my next video is going to be the Q&A, which I don't know when I'm going to do it, probably tomorrow, but I'm going to pick my questions, and I'm probably going to answer around 20, because I've gotten a bunch of questions. A lot of them are similar, but, you know, if you asked a question and I say someone else asked it, it's probably because that's just the one I saw first. But I hope you guys are looking forward to that, and hopefully it doesn't go, like, too wrong, because I'm not very good at editing. But thanks for watching, if you're still watching now, and bye.